Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. I'm Liz Jennings, Employer Engagement Specialist with CareerForce. I'm so glad to have you here today, and we've got a really special 2.5-hour event. We are doing this in partnership with Minnesota's Department of Employment and Economic Development and Minnesota Technology Association, MinTech. This morning we have a special tech virtual career fair talking about tech training and tech jobs that are available in the Twin Cities. Before we get started, a couple of technical issues. Please ask questions by typing in the Q&A box. The Q&A is the little chat box with a question mark in it. Please turn on subtitles in English, Arabic, Hmong, Spanish, or Russian. The subtitles, the closed captioning button is towards the bottom right of your screen. In some platforms, it has a little CC in a box. And then you can choose your language by clicking on the gear wheel. And also, please sign in just as if you were walking into a live room with all of us in person and you sign your name on the sign-in sheet. I've sent you a link, a forms office link in the Q&A area. Please click on that, type in your name and your zip code so we can have a really accurate count of everyone who is here. At this point, I would like to welcome my coworker, Adeshewa Adesiji, Workforce Strategy Consultant with Minnesota's Department of Economic Development, Employment and Economic Development. Adeshewa.
Thank you, Liz. Good morning. As Liz mentioned, my name is Adeshewa Adesiji. I'm the Workforce Strategy Consultant here in the metro area for DEED. I am one of the coordinators along with CareerForce and MinTech for this virtual career event today. Before we start, I just want to acknowledge the current climate here in the Twin Cities. Like many of you in the audience and presenters, there's a lot of emotions going on right now. I don't want anyone to feel that we are tone deaf to that and we are not paying attention and we're not realizing and recognizing that people are hurt out here. But we do recognize that we must continue, we must persevere, just to make sure that we get back to what, our normal, whatever our new normal will be. I'm sad, angry, disappointed, frustrated at the endless mistreatment of African Americans in Minnesota, as well as all over the country by, unfortunately, some in law enforcement. As an African American woman myself, this is a level of hurt that some people will never, ever, ever experience. I want to end with saying that my condolences goes out to the families of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and countless African Americans whose stories will never be told and will never be able to tell their experiences, the negative ones dealing with law enforcement. But I just wanted to say that first. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that. Moving forward, we are happy and excited to have put together this event to give educators and employers in the region a chance to share information on the various trainings and current tech openings in their companies. It's our goal when putting this together that you, the audience, leave this virtual event with more knowledge of what's available, resource-wise, and employment opportunities here in the metro. As you know or may not know, tech is one of the fastest growing industries within this region, the 7-county metro area. It's a strong industry by itself, but it's also an industry that's ingrained within other industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, and agriculture, just to name a few. So the importance of building a strong pool of talent in this region is now more important than ever, and we hope that events like this is a start towards achieving that goal. So with that said, I'd like to introduce our partner in putting this together, Jeff Tolson, President and CEO of Minnesota's Technology Association, formerly Minnesota High Tech Association.
Well, thank you, Adeshewa, both for your comments this morning and for you and Liz putting on this important event. Um, as Adeshewa said, I lead the Minnesota Technology Association. Maybe go to the next slide, please. Uh, and we have a mission of really trying to build a more vibrant and importantly inclusive tech ecosystem in our state. And we're a coalition of 250 member companies and institutions really working collaboratively to make this happen. Next slide, please. Uh, the key areas that we focus on are three. Policy and advocacy. We're trying to have smart public policies and advocate for the innovators and innovative companies that are really driving change. And those innovators and innovative companies rely on talent, which is why we really are doubling down on building the tech talent pipeline that all of our member companies in the broader state needs for continued growth. And then we also build a sense of community, engagement for our members, and outreach and collaborative partnerships for events like this. Next. So as you can see on this slide, we do a variety of things of trying to build our tech talent pipelines, whether it's hosting conferences, running internship programs focused on STEM careers, or a whole host of other things that I won't get into any further detail on. But next slide, please. But what I really want to convey is we need all of you to stay involved in pursuit of careers in technology, because there is a high demand across this country for tech talent. The national unemployment rate in April was 14.2%, but for the IT world, it was 4.3%. So still a lot of great job opportunities. Real-time talent has indicated that we need more than 10,000 net new jobs in IT just in the 7-county metro by the second quarter of 2024. So we need all of you to think about how to continue your pursuit of jobs in the tech world. The roles that are most in demand right now, first and foremost, it's software engineers, software developers. Between the third week of March and the first week of May, there was over 7,600 job postings for software developers just in the Twin Cities metro alone. Huge demand. We're also seeing a lot of demand in cloud computing, cybersecurity, data analytics, and even help desk roles, service desk technicians. This move to a remote workforce has really put an increased need on supporting users that are no longer within the enterprise or within a company, but working from home. And there are security issues and a whole host of other things that come with that. And the skills that employers are requiring, and you'll hear from some of those companies in the later half of the morning, through a survey we did with our friends at Deed, the first thing that employers are looking for it's initiative. It's taking the initiative to address a problem, solve a problem, looking at how do teams work more collaboratively, critical thinking and problem solving skills. Of course, those important written and verbal communication skills, and increasingly being fluent in terms of working with other cultures and being mindful of how we all show up each day in the workplace. So I am so proud that MnTech can be partnering with Deed in this event today. You're going to hear from a variety of companies in the later half, whether in medical, retail, supply chain and logistics, e-commerce, is also a professional technology service company, sharing what they're looking for in new hires, what jobs are currently available. And I hope that all of you have an opportunity to not only apply, but get employed by not only these 5 organizations, but so many others in our community that need you, need your talents, and need you to be part of our tech workforce. So with that, welcome, and look forward to the rest of the morning.
Thank you very much, Jeff. We're so thrilled to have you here today. Adeshewa, can you tell us a little bit more about the lineup this morning?
Yes, so we're lucky to have 6 educators or training presenting today. We have CompTIA, Goodwill Easter Sales, and actually, I'm sorry, hold on for a second. The screen is very small, so I can't see all of the names. I want to make sure I get them in the right order.
IT Career Lab?
Yeah, we have CompTIA, Goodwill Easter Sales, IT Career Lab, Metro State, Minneapolis College, and Transcend IT.
At this time, we're pleased to welcome folks from CompTIA Tech.
Thank you so much, Liz, and thank you for having me, and thank you for your comments, Adeshewa. It's been a tumultuous time here in the Twin Cities, and your comments are greatly appreciated to kick off this event. My name is Kathy Brennan, and I am the National Director for CompTIA Tech Career Academy for Career Services. And for those of you that are not familiar with CompTIA, we are the vendor-neutral trade organization that offers certifications in the IT space. And each one of our certifications map back to a specific job. And here in the Twin Cities, we have a training program that offers the A+ certification. So if some of you are looking for a job on Career Builder or Indeed, and you're looking for a help desk analyst position or a desktop support position, they will say that often they'd want you to have your A+ certification. It is an industry recognized credential that helps you to get your foot in the door. Next slide, please. So we launched in 2012 in the Twin Cities, and we had 2 classes a year, 2 8-week classes a year. And those classes are Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. And when our CEO first started looking into this program, before we launched it, he talked to different employers and asked them, what is it that you are looking for when you're hiring somebody for the help desk or desktop support? And they often said, along with the technical credentials, they want soft skills as well. So we made a point of building in soft skills into our 8-week program. So you are allowed 1 missed day and 2 tardies. And beyond that, we're very strict. Beyond that, you are removed from the program. And the reason that we do that is because there's a lot of material that it's an accelerated program, and there's a lot of material. And so if you're late or if you're missing class, you're going to miss a lot of that, which will hinder you when it comes time to take the test and get that A+ credential. Also, the employer partners that we work with, they expect that as well. They expect, our clients, when they graduate from the program, that they're able to show up every day, show up on time, and not miss work. Next slide, please. So we also have career service managers that work with each class, and we work with 60 different employers around the Twin Cities, and they will invite employers into the classroom to tell you different roles that they're hiring for, what it is that they're looking for. They also help you with your LinkedIn profile. They help you with your resume. We have a career day at the end of those 8 weeks to help you in connecting with different players, all at once. And then also we keep in touch with you even after you graduate. So we have this technologist talks where we invite all of our alumni and then different members of the IT community to get together and share information, network, and hear from various speakers that tell us about how they got started on their career path in IT. It's fascinating to hear everybody's stories because they're all different. It's not this linear path. Everyone has different experiences, and we learn and share with each other. Next slide. The tuition cost for our program is $8,500, but I do not want that to deter you at all if you are thinking about getting started on a career path in IT. If you go to our website, you will see that we have grants that are available for qualifying students. We offer full tuition grants, half tuition grants, and other various grants for people that are underrepresented in the IT industry. Next slide. So right now we are accepting applications for our next 8-week class that will start on September 14th, but we have also just recently launched a 16-week class for those of you that are unable to make that class, make that commitment during the day because of previous commitments. So we have a 16-week class that starts on July 13th, and that is Monday through Friday from 6 to 9. So please, if you have any questions, go to our website, reach out to one of us that are listed on there directly. And thank you again for taking the time to listen to this presentation.
Great, thank you very much. Are there any questions? Any questions for Kathy? Kathy, where are you located?
So right now, Liz, all of our classes are online. But yeah, okay. But normally we have a location in Edina, Minnesota. We're at 7500 Metro Boulevard, and we are on the bus line as well.
Sure. Anything else that you want to tell us about CompTIA? How many students do you usually have?
So good question, Liz. So our class is about 25 students. And now with the online classes, we are able to accept a little bit more, and we are able to get that number up to 30. So for those 16-week classes, we are able to accept up to 30 people. And we really build a community. This is for people that don't have a background in tech. And a lot of times people don't know quite how to get started in tech. They think you need to have a 4-year degree in computer science, and that's not the case. They don't realize that you can get there through certifications. And this A+ certification just gets you in the door for that help desk role or that desktop role. A lot of our students then go on to get their Network Plus or their Security Plus, and they're, able to land a job in a network operations center or a Security Plus security analyst, level 1 security analyst, and so many different directions that they can go. And we have had people go on after a couple of years in the industry onto coding, a completely different direction as well.
Right.
Liz,
go ahead.
I believe we have a question. It says, thank you for this great opportunity. In regards to cybersecurity training, is CISSP one of the offered courses?
No, so it is not one of the courses that are offered yet, but we are hoping maybe in the future. Keep checking our website. Right now, this is just for the A+ certification, and again, that's that entry level, industry recognized credential just to help you get your foot in the door.
Good. And how are your current classes being held online right now? Are they like this, where it's a presentation, or is it a Zoom meeting where there's some discussion?
Right. It's a virtual led instructor training. So you do have an instructor, and it is through Zoom. And so, just like our in-person class, you are expected to be there every day, at 9 o'clock, and it's interactive. We bring employers in, we bring presenters in, we have virtual career fairs. So we were able to transition quite easily from the classroom to online training.
Adesheva, anything else?
No, I think all the questions I had were answered.
Good. Okay. Thank you very much, Kathy, for joining us today. And listeners, please go to comptiatech.org. And I know one of Kathy's coworkers would get back to you immediately with more questions. At this point, I would like to welcome Andrew Seefeld from Goodwill Easter Seals.
Good morning, Liz. Thank you so much. As Liz said, my name is Andrew Seefeld. I'm with Goodwill Easter Seals. A lot of us are familiar with the Goodwill stores. Goodwill, we use those proceeds we make from the stores, at least a portion of it, to help our vision and our mission. And our vision, of course, is a world where everyone experiences the power of work. And our mission is to eliminate any barriers to work and independence. Next slide, please, Liz. One of the ways we do that is through classes. We do offer several classes from automotive, construction, a business pathways class, and today I'll talk about our IT core skills class. All of our trainings, they are intended to meet your needs and your interests, along with building the skills required by employers. And our curriculum is ever changing and evolving to meet the current needs of those industries. Our trainings do have several parts. Of course, we teach the technical skills needed for that industry. It's going to be the computer programs, the specific concepts, hands-on work, and of course, homework and assignments. The next part is the career planning and development. That's really the soft skills and things of that nature. So professional communication, professional behavior, how to interview well, resume skills, cover letter skills, things of that nature. And really the third element is the support around our training. So we want you to be successful. We want to remove any barrier that you might have to work. So that might be helping you get to work, helping you get transit, helping you work through problems at work. This isn't just 14 weeks during the training. This is a long, lifelong commitment and help that we can that we try and help you. So it might be if you're having issues with a coworker or a boss, we can coach you, help you through those situations. We can also help you gain the skills you might need for a promotion, things of that nature. And everything's individualized, so it's very goal oriented. So where do you want to go? Where do you want to be in 5-10 years? How do we get you there? And this IT core skills class is really that first step in that process. Next slide, please, Liz. So the IT core skills class, it is 14 weeks long, and it's for people interested in starting an IT career, but have very limited or no technology or computer experience needed. We really do mean no computer or technology experience to the point of I've never touched a computer. How do I get into this field? I want to learn more. I mean, that's we'll help you. So very limited or no background. And it is the first step in your IT career journey. More trainings, more skills, more knowledge is going to be needed as you move forward in this career. IT really is a career where you're always learning and always expanding your knowledge. So that's just something to be aware of, that this is the first step, but more certs, more training, both formal and informal, is going to be needed. The curriculum will include those soft skills like communication, customer service, employability skills. We also go through technology infrastructure, applications and software, and database fundamentals. Next slide, please. To be eligible, you have to be at least 18 years old. You have to score between 7th and 10th grade on a reading test and desire to work in the IT field. Good candidates will participate in the training. It is 100% virtual right now. Have a desire to work in the IT field and be able to commit to the full 14 weeks training. We want someone who is long-term goal-oriented and interested in pursuing further education. The next training starts June 15th, and the trainings run 9 to 1, Monday through Thursday, for 14 weeks. And it is 100% virtual. It's going to be very similar to this kind of teacher with students watching. There is interactive elements all the time, but it is more, you'll be on a Zoom call quite a bit. I think I have one more. Next slide, please. All right, so next steps here, you see that phone number, you see the email, go ahead and if you're interested, shoot us an email or give us a call. You'll have a quick, about 30-minute conversation with me just to make sure that the training is a good fit for you. If you are eligible, there is no cost to the training, at least no cost to you. Then we will have the reading assessment. Once that is done, if you ask, we go on to an admissions interview. That's really get the paperwork, get everything like that done, and then off to training. If you do not, if you don't pass the reading test, we have what we call a prep class. That's a class specifically designed to help with those skills to get your score up. You can take the reading test more than once. So we do have those things wrapped around as well if you need help passing that reading test. So that is all I have. Are there any questions?
Yes, I see that this is Adeshewa. I see that there's a question. I think this could probably be directed at all of the training providers here today. What is the age range of your students?
Yeah, so with the students, so this is a newish class, but with the age range of the students, we do have someone who is barely squeaking in with 18. I think they have their birthday like 2 weeks before, so they can squeeze right in. And then we do have people, I think 55 right now, 56 around there. But yeah, with a lot of the employers I've talked to, being older isn't necessarily a negative. Kind of the message I've been receiving is that a lot of businesses don't expect people to stick around for more than 5 years. So even if you're older or younger, they kind of have that expectation that you'll be moving on pretty quickly. So a lot of them say we don't, we'll hire older people. That's fine, because even if you were 20, we'd expect you to move on in a couple of years anyways. So I know I'm kind of speaking for a lot of people in the or the whole industry, but I think that's the message I've been receiving.
And
I do see one. Go ahead.
Well, is there a cost to Goodwill Easter Seals program?
Yeah, there not to the students or participants. So there's no cost to the students. We are being funded through generous donors and DEED, which is the state of Minnesota. Really, if you fit that description of little or no background in IT, looking to start a career, and you're able to commit to the training and you're at least 18, that's really the eligibilities that we're looking for. I'll go through. If you're interested, give us an email or a phone call. We will then, I'll have a conversation with you just to confirm that you're eligible. If you're not eligible, there are other options for you there. So yeah, if you're like, this sounds kind of cool, I want more information, shoot me an email. We'll have a conversation and then we'll go from there. Location right now is virtual. We are in the Midway. We're looking right now maybe in September to have an in-person class, but that is not final at this point in time. But right now we're virtual.
So another question that came up is what certification do you get after the 14 weeks? I don't know if you mentioned that already.
I didn't. Thank you for that. I get at the end of this class, you get the Fundamentals Plus. It is actually through CompTIA. So it's the CompTIA F+ certification. What type of entry-level jobs can someone get after the Goodwill Easter Seals training? So this will be more, it'll be customer facing. It might be in some customer support, sales roles, something along the lines of, Geek Squad, maybe Verizon Source, something along those lines. Like I said, this is the first step, so it's really meant to get you into the career, get you going, and you'll work with me kind of setting up your career goals and where you want to be. So really the main thing to stress on this is step one, and you'll work with me to get your goals down, figure out where do you actually want to be and what's the fastest, best way to get there.
That sounds
Other
fantastic.
questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I have if there aren't any other questions.
That's great. Thank you very much, Andrew, for being here today. And yeah, the Goodwill Easter Seals program seems like it's the perfect first step for someone who has no background whatsoever in IT, but wants to make it their chosen career path. So thank you.
You're welcome.
At this point, I'd like to welcome Jared Fessler of IT Career Lab.
Hi there. Thank you so much, Liz, Adeshewa, and Jeff for this opportunity. So yes, I'm Jared. I am the Education and Community Relations Manager at IT Career Lab. We are located in Golden Valley. Currently, though, with everything going on, we are 100% virtual as well. Next slide, please. So just to alleviate any possible confusion, National Able, if you see something that says National Able / IT Career Lab, we are actually a branch off of National Able. So National Able is a nonprofit organization. We help job seekers of all ages, skills, and income levels achieve economic self-sufficiency through employment. National Able is also a matchmaker between job seekers and employers, and IT Career Lab was established in 2012. Next slide, please. So the IT Career Lab training and certification. So we are a 10-week training program. We have the first certification is the Microsoft 365 Windows 10 MD 100, and actually we just added the MD 101 exam as well. So this, you can deploy Windows, manage devices and data, configure connectivity, and maintain Windows. This particular training portion of the training is 6 weeks. It's 2.5 days of class time per week. So opportunities, jobs that this goes into would be help desk analyst, PC refresh technician, desktop support specialist, and more. The exam is taken 6 weeks after the start date. And also we are led by and instructed by a certified Microsoft instructor. We also, oh, sorry, I think there we go. We also have the CompTIA Network Plus. So that develops a career in IT infrastructure covering troubleshooting, configuring, and managing networks. It's a 4-week course, 2.5 days of class time per week. And jobs that this portion leads into, or excuse me, this certification leads into is computer technician, help desk technician, network support specialist, network administrator, network analyst, systems engineer, systems administrator, or analyst. The exam is 4 weeks, taken 4 weeks after the start date, and this is also instructed by a Cisco certified instructor. And also, due to this time with us being remote and not being in the classroom setting as we usually are, we are offering a virtual lab through Cisco's Packet Tracer. So through there, you can discover and troubleshoot using a networking simulation tool. So lots of information on that slide. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, but I'm good to go to the next slide. So the advantage of IT Career Lab, we are a licensed training provider here in Minnesota. We are WIOA eligible, 22% average salary difference between certified and non-certified. We are an official Cisco Networking Academy. Again, we're a 10-week accelerated learning program, 2.5 days per week, certified instructor-led, cohort-based, experimental, highly valued certifications. We help you. We have certain days. We have a Jumpstart program where we help you expand your network, build your professional profile, enhance your personal brand. We offer job search and mock interviews with industry hiring professionals and recruiters in the IT world. We also have a staff member who works directly on job placements with students after completing our program. And we also offer alumni support services. There we go. So cost-wise, we have grants that cover the cost. We have the Minneapolis Pathways, which is for Minneapolis Pathways only. We also have the Women's in IT grant, so any woman in Minnesota looking to pursue IT would be eligible for that grant. And we have other grants available through the local, state, partners. Next slide, please. So some stats about IT Career Lab. We have an 88% program completion rate, 80% of training participants earned 1 or more certifications. Average starting wage for somebody graduating or finishing IT Career Lab would be $18.37 an hour. So it's a good starting wage, and that's just the average there. Next slide, please. Awesome. So this is the last slide here. So if you're interested in hearing more or wanting more of a deep dive into the program, we do have weekly info sessions every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Feel free to reach out to me or send me your resume directly, and I'd be happy to get you registered for that. Our next enrollment date is June 23rd with a deadline of June 19th and August 4th with a deadline of June 28th. You can visit our website, contact us anytime. Down below is my direct contact information, as well as our program manager, Greg. So that is all.
That's great. Thank you, Jared.
Yes.
Questions. What are some of the starting salary ranges that employers are willing to pay for the qualifications that come from these classes?
Yeah, so most of our graduates, they have, I would say, starting wise, the $18.37 has been like the starting usually around there, but I've seen like $25 an hour starting as well, up to $25 as well for completing for like the first couple years salary.
Adeshewa, other questions?
Where are you located again?
Yep, we're in Golden Valley. We are on the bus line. We are in the Stillman Family Foundation building, so the same as the JFCS, the Jewish Family Children's Services building.
Okay. And there is a question that just came up. Someone in the audience says, I'm a professional project manager. They have their PMP and a business analyst. Would I be disqualified from participating in your training?
Absolutely not. Anyone is more than welcome to participate in our training. We do have a minimum age requirement of 18 as well, but we are for anyone that wants to pursue IT, has a passion for IT, wants to learn IT, wants to do a career change in IT. So absolutely not. Anyone can join. We don't have any prerequisites, but we do have people take our North Star assessments just so we can kind of understand their skill level already coming into our program. And those can be taken from home.
And then you might have mentioned this already, but the average class size?
Yeah, oh no, I did. Yes, the average class size is up to 12 students. As we're online currently, we are willing to take a few more, but 12 students max, but possibly up to 14.
All right. Do the grants that you offer fully cover the costs for students in the program?
Yes. Yep. We do have a self tuition route as well if anyone has to go that route, but it's pretty rare. So I would say 95% is covered. Most people qualify for the grants.
Is there an A+ or a SEC+ course?
Not with us, no. But we can refer them to a program that offers that if that's what they're looking for.
So,
and go ahead, Adeshewa.
Sorry, Liz. If someone is not eligible for any of the grants or scholarships available, what is the cost of the classes?
Yep. So our entire our tuition that covers everything from the training, the exams, laptop, et cetera, is $4,500, and that includes both certifications, along with the course materials, the exams, the laptop, etc. But in that, if they do go that route, we can offer a scholarship. So.
And then someone asked, would the instructors be veteran teachers? So what is the education level of the trainers in your program?
Yep. So yes, absolutely. Great questions. They are both certified instructors. So we have our one instructor from Microsoft. He's a certified Microsoft instructor. We also have our Cisco certified Microsoft instructor. So both instructors are certified and have a background in education in their fields.
What kind of experience does a person need before, being able to apply to the program?
Yeah, so so pretty much anyone can join our program. We do have the North Star assessments that just kind of give us a good idea, and those are just kind of like internet basics, Windows 10, using email. Those just give us a good idea of where they're already at coming into our program. If they take those and they don't, and the scores don't come out as strong, we usually suggest refer them over to like a CompTIA. If they come with like a CompTIA, A+, that's usually very helpful. Or if they've had experience working in the industry already, that's usually helpful. But no, we don't have any like specific certifications. But if we kind of go off the North Star assessments. We also offer the TABE testing as well. We usually just require an 8th grade minimum reading and math level. But that only has to be taken for one of our grants. So the Women's in IT one, if they don't have a bachelor's.
All of this information is fantastic. And it sounds like IT Career Lab really gives specialized instruction to the students. So thank you very much, Jared, for being with us today. And his contact information, contact information's on the slide, and we'll be sending out the slides to everyone too. I would like to move ahead and welcome Faisal Kaleem, professor at Metropolitan State University.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Because I cannot see the slides, so just a caution, word of caution, the slides are animated. So I guess you just have to click all the way in a particular slide so that, the animations are all there, okay? All right, so good morning, everyone. My name is Faisal Kaleem. I am a professor at Metropolitan State University. For those of you guys who don't know, Metropolitan State University is a BHS NSA designated CAE-CDE institution. CAE-CDE stands for Center of Academic Excellence in Cyber Defense Education. This prestigious designation is only assigned to probably 300 plus universities in the entire nation. And that tells anybody that we provide special cyber training based on the curriculum guideline provided by the DHS and National Security Agency. I'm also the executive director for the MinCyber Institute that we started a few years back, actually 2 years ago. And as you can see on this particular slide, MinCyber basically is all about positioning Minnesota as a national leader in cybersecurity through education, public-private partnership, research and community engagement. Next slide, please. Okay, so we, as a university, we offer multiple options, not only in certifications but also in degree programs. So let me just go over. First of all, the IT/cyber degree programs. Although this presentation is mainly about cyber, but I'm going to also mention a few of the IT programs available as well. So we started our BS in cybersecurity. We are the only institution in the Twin Cities, at least part of the state of Minnesota system, who offers a Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity degree program. It's a full-fledged 4-year degree program. We also offered Bachelor of Applied Sciences in Computer Forensics, BS in Computer Science and Computer Information Technology. As a matter of fact, this year, our program came out number 9 in the nation for first-year post-graduation salary for information technology baccalaureates. We also offered the Information Assurance Bachelor's that is offered through the MIS department. Some of the minors and the certificates are also available in cybersecurity, computer forensics, e-discovery as well. We are in the process of starting the brand new Master of Science in Cyber Operations program. Again, we are the only institution in the Twin Cities area who will be offering such an advanced degree, MS in Cyber Operations. This degree is going to be starting in fall 2020, and we are accepting applications. We also have MS in Computer Science with concentration in cybersecurity. Graduate certificates are also approved, but they are coming soon in cyber operations as well as in digital forensics and investigation. Next slide, please. So we have established many academic alliances and training, and this is how we are able to offer some discounted training. So as you can see on this particular slide, we actually offer certification training from Amazon, AWS Academy, VMware, CompTIA. We are CompTIA Academy as well. We are Palo Alto Academy. We are Checkpoint Security Academy, Cisco Networking Academy, IBM Academic Alliance. So as you can clearly see that we have established a bunch of academic alliances and training, and we bring any of those certification training through those academic alliances. Now, you won't be able to find the training at the moment on our website because we are still in the process of putting together all the schedules and plans. But again, you are more than welcome to contact us for any future training. Most commonly offered training that we offered basically are in CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, COISA, which is the Cybersecurity Analyst, Linux Plus, and then the Pen Testing Plus. We also offer the CISSP, Palo Alto, and the Checkpoint Firewall training, as well as the EC Council ethical hacker training. Next slide, please. Now, we are proud to be the first one in the Minnesota to bring the MIN Cyber Range platform. Again, this is something that is only available to only few states in the entire nation. And now, as Minnesotans, we join those states as well. For those of you guys who don't know what is the Cyber Range is a very, very advanced platform for providing security operations centers training. So think about you sitting in a security operations center and a breach is happening, and now you as a team need to react to the breach. So what to do? How do you react as a team? So this MIN Cyber Range platform basically is kind of like a simulation environment that provide that sort of training. So again, as you can see from this particular graphics, it basically has an attack generator. It can generate legitimate network traffic, and then definitely the students or the participants who are acting as a blue team, they can try to find out, what is happening, where the breach is coming from, and try to resolve all those issues as they are sitting in the security operations center of a particular organization. Next slide, please. So MIN Cyber basically has a bunch of advanced courses. One of our favorite or famous actually course is the incident response handling training, which is I just kind of like briefly mentioned. That incident is happening and now you need to respond to the incident. So this basically is one of our favorite course, and this course we offered on a routine basis. But keep in mind that this is a very, very advanced course, and you have to have some sort of technical background in order to qualify for this particular course. The most the good thing about this Cyber Range platform is this can be accessible remotely, so via VPN. So due to the COVID situation, we are offering, these courses also on a VPN, on a remote basis. But obviously, in order to reap all the benefits of the course, we would always recommend to have a face-to-face meeting in our Security Operations Center classroom. Next slide, please. And this is the last slide where I want to quickly talk about some of the general program info. So most certification training are actually 40 hours long with access to the cloud labs, which are hands-on. We also include in the training some of the soft skills training as well, like resume writing, LinkedIn profile development, interviewing techniques, and all those kind of stuff as well. Trainings are typically conducted cohort style, either face-to-face or using synchronous Zoom. So it's not like fully online. We actually prefer to have an instructor who provide training either face-to-face or via Zoom in a synchronous fashion. Degree programs definitely have some sort of prerequisites. So if you are interested in joining Metro State for a BS in cybersecurity or other degrees, I would suggest to go on the Metro State website, www.metrostate.edu, and check out the prerequisite requirements for the degree programs. On the other hand, certification trainings do require patience and lots of practice. So again, when it comes to the certification, it all depends upon, how much technical background you have. So, I mean, we can take anyone with no technical background with IT fundamentals training or A+ certification training, and then kind of like provide them training with the fundamentals, and then progress them with Network Plus, Security Plus, the CYSA, Linux Plus, and so on. That's the reason I said that certification training do require patience. They don't have necessarily any prerequisites, but they do require lots and lots of practice, because ultimately you are the one who have to go out there and pass the certification exam. Most certification costs is around $2,500 to $3,500. All depends upon what certification and what kind of training you are getting into. The cost of the degree programs depends upon the number of credits in the program. As you know, that most of the degree program in Minnesota is 120 credits, the 4-year degree. As far as the newly designed MS in Cyber Operations program is concerned, that is a 36 credit, and the cost is around $20,000, which is basically way cheaper than some private institution and even the University of Minnesota as well. We do apply for various grants to offer scholarship and funding. As a matter of fact, 2 years ago, one of our popular program was the Veterans in Cybersecurity and Women in Cybersecurity program, where we actually provide tagged credentials, certification training in four certifications, free of cost. That includes the certification vouchers as well. That also includes the soft skills training. That also includes the career day. So there are a lot of stuff that we actually give away to the student. It was almost like a $12,000 package that we actually gave it to the free. Well, just to let you know that we did apply for another Veterans in Cybersecurity and Women in Cybersecurity grant. And then we are going to be hearing about the notification sometime in August and September. So look for the recruitment announcement on our website, www.metrostate.edu, or on mincyber.org. That website is still in development, but again, we will post that information, and we will definitely provide the information to our DEED partners, who can also forward that information to all the participants. Again, for any other questions and any more information, please send me an email, faisal.kaleem@metrostate.edu. Thank you very much. Any questions?
This is fantastic, Faisal. Very, very complete information. I'd encourage everyone with questions to reach out to faisal.kaleem@metrostate.edu. And we need to move along to our next participant. So I am pleased to welcome at this point Cheryl Field, Brian Brian, you'll have to say your last name for me, and Amy Shapiro. Sorry.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much to Deed for having us, and good morning to all the attendees this morning. I would like to introduce next, please, Liz. I would like to introduce myself and my two colleagues here today. My name is Amy Shapiro. I'm with Minneapolis College. I also have my colleague Brian Hillman, who is faculty in our School of Information Technology, and also Cheryl Field, who is an admissions coordinator for Minneapolis College. A little bit of information about Minneapolis College. We're located in downtown Minneapolis. We are a two-year college. We greatly value inclusion, diversity, and we are the most diverse two-year school in the whole Minnesota state system. We are culturally diverse. We are age diverse, students of all ages, students of all backgrounds, and we will share a little bit about our programs today. We have over 11,000 students and over 100 degree programs at Minneapolis College. And today, of course, we'll be focusing on our School of Information Technology. Next, please. And I'd like to introduce our faculty next. I'd like to introduce our faculty member, Brian Hillman, who will talk about our programs. And if you can go next one more to the one that says www.minneapolis.edu. Perfect. This one's perfect.
Yeah, so my name is Brian Hillman, and in the interest of time, I will try and be brief. We currently offer 3 associates in applied science degree programs, one in computer forensics, one in software development, and another in computer support and network administration. I want to point out that all of our programs start with a common set of classes that introduce students to becoming a professional IT person. We go through how to build your IT resume. We talk about doing interviewing skills. We go through professional development needs as an IT person. All of our classes and all of these degree programs end with a big capstone project where you are doing hands-on work and you are practically and really implementing either a forensics situation or a software development program, or you're doing something with the network or computer support. So everything culminates throughout your 2 years of schooling with us. Our computer forensics program is quite strong. We have classes in firewall and ethical hacking and criminal justice and working with law enforcement to do digital computer forensics. Our software development program has various stackable certifications or diploma programs where you can become an open source certified developer, Android mobile certified developer. And if you choose to continue, you have those certificates or diplomas in hand, and you can continue your work towards your 2-year AAS degree. We teach you the most common programming languages that are going to include Python, Java, C#, .NET, web technologies, the HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, both on client side as well as server side. And our computer support network administration degree program is also comprised of these stackable certificate and diploma programs. We cover all the major operating systems, both desktop and server side. You learn all the networking technologies at the core, all the way through, again, like capstone classes where you are building an entire Microsoft network, Active Directory infrastructure, DHCP, etc. And if you don't know these terms, this is exactly what you learn in our programs. I want to point out that all of these programs along the way are teaching towards industry recognized certification programs like you've already heard. So our computer support network administration courses are going to be teaching you with curriculum for A+ certification, Network Plus certification, Security Plus certification, Linux Plus certification, CISSP, the Cisco Certified Network Administrator CCNA, the MCSA from Microsoft, etc. We cover virtualization technologies. We cover cloud technologies in our courses. But there's a whole lot more than just these degrees. If you come to our campus, of course, we're in the time of COVID, we are doing online mostly for the fall, and we're only doing face-to-face where we absolutely have to. But normally there's a vibrant student life environment, student clubs like our programming contests and our cyber defense club. Our faculty have over 100 years of actual industry experience and over 70 collective years of teaching experience. We are also renewing, we were previously an NSA DHS Center of Academic Excellence or certified cybersecurity facility. We are renewing that certification as I speak. And next slide, please. Cheryl, you can take this.
Thank you, Brian. Yes, I'm Cheryl from admissions, and Minneapolis College, we offer high quality and affordable education with award-winning faculty committed to your success. It is a place to find an online, flexible course schedule to fit your needs in a welcoming and supportive campus. As Brian said, you can choose a degree, which would be 60 credits. Diplomas range between 34 to 54 credits, or a certification, which is 22 to 29 credits, that will prepare you with the relevant skills that you need to meet the current workforce demands. Our courses are most affordable. Our tuition per credit ranges from about 186 per credit to 205 per credit. So for a 30 credit diploma, that would cost approximately $5,600 a year before financial aid. We do have resources to help students apply for financial aid, which would be FAFSA, but we also have scholarships through our Minneapolis College Foundation. They provide over $600,000 in scholarships a year. We provide tuition payment plans and encourage students who are working to check with their employer about tuition reimbursement. Becoming a student has never been easier. You simply apply online. It takes about 12 minutes. We have a $20 application fee. Course placement is determined by either your high school grade point average, previous college work, or an easy directed self-placement process. Then you meet virtually with an academic advisor that's specialized in your field, and they'll help you register for classes. Lastly, Minneapolis College, we care about our student success inside and outside the classroom. And we have such as Academic Success Center, which is free one-on-one tutoring. We have the Accessibility Resource Center, Career Services, University of Minnesota Boynton Health Clinic, individual counseling, food shelf, lots of student initiatives, such as the African American Educational Empowerment Program, American Indian Success Program, or Latino Unidos for college and higher education. These are just a few of the resources that we have to help you be successful. I just wanted to keep it short, so I'm going to say next and hand it off to Amy. Thank you.
So here's our website where you can learn more about our college and look at applying, www.minneapolis.edu. And at this point, we'll open it up to questions.
Adeshewa, are there any questions out there?
No, I do not see any, but I guess I do have a question. What is the cost for the training through Minneapolis College?
So for it depends on the pathway you're choosing. For the degree seeking side, it's a per credit cost, and that per credit cost is about $186 per credit, or if it's online only, it's $205 per credit.
Great. And there was one question from someone. If you already know the language mentioned, can you test out to obtain the AAS degree? Brian, it looks like you responded to that, but do you just want to say a little bit more about it?
I do, yeah. So if you've already got prior IT experience in some areas on a per class basis, you can test out. And we can also waive some of the prerequisites that might be required for you to get into certain courses because you've already got industry experience.
Great, thank you.
So
Thank
another-
you, everyone. Adeshewa, one more
Yes,
thing.
another question. Yes. How long does it take to get a certification?
So the certification programs can be as short as 2 semesters, so a year, and in some cases they're about a 3-semester certification or diploma. And our full degree programs are just the 2 years, 4 semesters.
Good.
And many
there
of our
was one.
students, many of our students
ahead.
are working while they are in school. We offer flexible classes, and so many of our students are currently working or in the field while they're going to school.
Great. Just before we wrap up, just a point of clarification. MCTC was the previous name, Minneapolis College and Community and Technical College, and there was a name change, and so that's why it's now Minneapolis College. Minneapolis College is located in downtown Minneapolis, near Lindale, near the Basilica of St. Mary. And Metropolitan State University is in St. Paul on the east side of St. Paul. So we were so thrilled to have you all. Amy, Cheryl, and Brian, thank you very much. And let's move on now to Transcend IT. And I believe we have Rob Joels with us today.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. Hi, my name's Rob Joels. I'm with Transcend IT. And we are here as an organization, and we work to support diversity in the IT field here in the Twin Cities. We can move on to the next slide. So Transcend IT, we were founded by Adrian Ratniaki. He spent his career in the IT field as a consultant, as well as an entrepreneur, starting his own IT consulting company. And as a technologist of color himself, he saw and experienced firsthand some of the disparities in the IT field. Can move on, thank you. Sorry, I lost my place here. In order to help kind of change that landscape, they knew that Transcend had to be more than just a training program, and we're helping to make that change through a model that includes training, job placement, ongoing mentorship for diverse technologists, as well as aspiring technologists to enter and build their careers in the IT field. So the vision extends beyond the classroom and into the broader conversation around the future of the workforce and how can we be creating more pathways for individuals to enter and thrive in that workforce. So also understanding that tackling such a big problem can't be done by ourselves. This graphic is showing you kind of our partnership model here. And through those partnerships across different sectors, we're able to provide a whole network of support for all those people that we do serve here. So we connect with different workforce developers, nonprofits, government agencies, workforce centers in the Twin Cities, and they, often refer individuals to us coming from their training programs and adult education and things like that as well. And we're here to help people either just starting out in a IT career, as well as people who have some experience and want to build on that career down the road. And we've also partnered with some folks in higher education, 4-year institutions and community and technical programs. So we're looking to provide other options beyond our training and certifications, so that individuals can kind of build their education and career in the ways that work for them. most of the crucial partnerships are with employers. So we do connect with different employers who are looking to build their technical teams and who also have shown a commitment to diversity in the field as well. So by connecting with these employers, we are able to directly place individuals into positions that help them build their careers, as well as working with different recruiting agencies and things like that. And we offer, or they will be offering consulting type of work as well. So the primary way that we're working to support diversity in the field is through our training programs here. The program is designed to work with kind of a wide range of social and cultural barriers. You know, of people that are typically left out of the IT field. So primarily working with people of color, women, and veterans is kind of our core goal here, but we are, you know, open and accepting of everyone here. So we also provide pretty flexible training. So we allow people to work around different work schedules, offering a good work-life balance, you know, transportation issues, different learning styles, and access to corporate cultures and understanding as well. And so with all these factors in mind, we've designed a training center that puts flexibility and mentorship at its center. So we kind of flipped the classroom model on its head a little bit. And so most of our training is highly individualized and self-guided in a sense, that does kind of allow more of that flexibility and allowing our students to set their own schedules. And all we ask for is a time commitment of 15 hours a week for our service desk training, and we have 2 network programs, and we'll go into that in a second here. And those we require 20 hours per week, but with our flexible schedules, a lot of people are able to make that work. So we do have trainers available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and there is some time on Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. that they're available as well. And those are our programs there. So you can see we start out with entry-level help desk. Then we have a network operations technician program as well as a network analyst program. These are kind of set up for people entering at different stages throughout their career. So entry-level help desk is more for people that haven't yet built much experience in IT and are looking to break into it. Our network operations technician programs, we do think it's a better fit for people that have about 1 to 2 years of experience. In our network analyst program, we typically are looking for people that have 2 to 4 years of experience working in IT as well. All of our programs are going to kind of lead up to a certification. So help desk would be like an A+, network operations would be a Net Plus or a Network Plus, and the network analyst program would be a Cisco CCNA. You would also receive certificates of completion from Transcend as well, although we're not, you know, our certification wouldn't be a nationally recognized one, but it's always good to have something else for the resume. But we, you know, work to support individuals at all levels of their journey here, and so providing these different kind of entry points really kind of opens that up for us. And then if we could actually skip the next 2 slides, my data I've found out over the weekend is out of date, so I don't want to show that. Thank you. But here you can see the contact us here. That is my direct number here. Also email at info at transcendit-mn.org. You could also email me directly. Just replace info with Rob. And you can reach out to me right away there. So from here, you know, we can open it up to questions. But I would also like to say, you know, even for the other presenters here, if anyone is interested in a partnership or learning more about Transcend IT, feel free to reach out to us as well.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Well,
Go ahead.
Oh, and I can actually add a couple more things here. Sorry. All of our programs are remote right now. So distance learning, we can provide laptops for people if you don't have access to a laptop or a PC at home. And that will continue moving forward. Even when things settle down here, we are able to go back into the classroom. We are going to continue to provide remote training as well. And then all of our programs are free to everyone.
So there is a question that kept coming up, and Brian did answer it, but I want to ask this to the rest of the educators here. What about certifications in Agile? Is that offered?
Oop, I'm sorry, I kind of lost you there. I couldn't hear the question.
Oh, certifications in Agile?
So yeah, right now we don't necessarily have a project management program. We are always looking to add onto it and things like that. But yeah, currently we don't have any certifications in Agile.
That's great. Thank
One
you.
program we're working on right now is more of a application and web development program as well. So getting into different programming languages and things like that.
So on this next slide here, everyone who's on the call can see the contact information for every single one of the guests. On behalf of Career Force, I want to thank every single one of you. And I know Adeshewa, you extend the same thanks.
Yes, yes. Thank you to all of the educators, the trainers, to Jeff, everyone who took time out of their very busy schedule to be a part of this and to promote and talk about the trainings offered through your institutions. It is greatly appreciated. I hope that the individuals that are listening in, the attendees, found this very useful. From the questions that we were seeing, it seems that there's a lot of appreciation and gratitude for putting together this event. So once again, thank you to everyone for participating. And this is the first. This will definitely not be the last of events like this.
Good. A couple of questions came in. Will I be emailing the presentation? Yes. I will put this into PDF form, and then this presentation and the one following it at 10:30 will be eventually posted on Career Force's YouTube playlist. So I will send out everyone who pre-registered for this morning's event. I will send you those links. So thank you again to everyone. We're going to take a 10-minute break just to switch gears, and then we're going to start up again at 10:30, where we talk about people who are hiring. Who are some of those employers who are hiring job seekers like yourself with those certifications? So you can just leave your link, your event link running. We're going to switch gears, so you'll actually be able to hear us talk behind the scenes. But go take a break, come back at 10:30 and reconvene. And I'm going to republish the attendance form. So if you haven't yet signed in to let us know, it's just like signing in your name on a piece of paper when you walk into a presentation. Let me know that you're here. That's helpful for my reporting. So thank you to everyone, and just go take a break, hang on, and we'll reconvene at 10:30.